lovely weekend, and my name is Patricia Gasu. Welcome to Reporters Blog. As we always do here, some of our reporters will be coming here to tell us the other side of the story that you did not see and the stories that were aired. I mean, the compelling stories. They're going to share with us their experience and their challenges. Please stay tuned. And welcome back. My colleague Seth Kwame Boateng is here with me. He's back from prison. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Congratulations to you.
Well, thank you.
Because your work has really gone far. And
it's our work, not my work.
Okay.
Yeah, it's our work.
Multimedia's work has really gone far, and I believe some of the prisoners who are going to be given amnesty, well, I guess they'll have to locate you.
Must they?
Yeah, because you came up with this documentary and it's gone far now to the president's table.
Yeah, and we must thank God for that. We all looked forward to getting to that point, and God was so good, we got there to the extent that some people have been discharged. I've received a number of calls from some of the remand prisoners who are now home. Unfortunately,
was your contact out there?
Yeah, they took my numbers from the prison officers. Unfortunately, one of them who called me last 2 weeks and requested for a copy of the documentary and said I should come and visit him in Tamale, passed away this week.
Oh.
Yeah, he went home and he died. He complained of headache for some days and he passed on.
Oh, that's so bad.
Yeah, that's how it is.
How's the journey been so far?
It's been smooth and rough, or if you want, rough and smooth. But
I'm interested. Let's start with the rough, the ugly side.
Yeah.
Then I think we can soothe ourselves with the smooth side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, picking up infections from the prison, getting sick as a result, running up and down, escaping a number of accidents. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not been that smooth, but we've been able to go through. And we thank God for the results.
So let's talk about infection.
Infection, yes, I picked up an infection from the prison. I forgot my glasses, that's why I'm not wearing it now. So now I wear glasses to get it corrected. And I remember I had a chest infection when I returned from the prison, and I had to deal with it for weeks, all because of the congestion and other diseases in the prison. So if I spent a few days there and I picked up these things, what about those who have been in for years, 10 years, 12 years and so?
Let me tease you a little. DB, you go somewhere within a few hours, you're getting an infection.
Yeah. Oh, DB means that. I know.
You've not experienced any hard labor before, so just a few hours of it, it's breaking you down.
We wouldn't call it few hours, you know. It's not easy. It's not easy. Yeah. And the prison officers will tell you that it's not easy. In the prison, it's said that prison officers die early because they pick up infections from the prisons, they come out, and they pass it on to others. So we are all at risk. Yeah.
That's so bad. Okay, so now let's leave that part and come to the smooth part. That's more interesting.
Well, it's been how do we say, so good. What?
It's been an exciting moment.
So far, so good.
Okay.
You understand? It's been a fluid situation. Every day something comes up. Every day since we did this documentary, there's not been a single week that we've not heard anything about this documentary. And again, I should thank God for that, and prisons administration, the Chief Justice. Yeah, to the extent that on Friday, the president went to the prison together with the Chief Justice. And it's the first time a president is entering the prisons. So it's a big deal. You understand? So for the first time, those in the condemned cells got the opportunity to come out they don't come out. They got the opportunity to come out and see sun for the first time. Some.
The condemned, so that means those that's the life imprisonment?
No, those who are bailed to die. Some are supposed to be hanged. Others are to begin firing squad. You understand? But you know, none of our presidents have ever done that. Yes. And they are in not knowing when.
So I want to get this. They stay in there without stepping out to see the daylight?
We call them special people. They are not like the others who can come out on the field and play football, who can move about. No, they are confined. They are confined. So, for example, in the studio, they can't go beyond the studio. They are confined.
They eat
everything inside.
Everything inside.
Yeah, they don't come out. But they got opportunity to come out when the president entered the prisons, and it was amazing. I remember when the they called the president to come and speak. Most of them knelt, pleading for mercy, asking the president to pardon them, grant them remission, grant them amnesty. They want to go home. They've learned their lessons. Then the president said, "I've heard you. I've heard you. I've heard you."
That's so sad.
It's so sad. It's so sad. Yeah.
Because in there, then I believe some of them will be having an eye problem because the thick darkness in there and coming out to...
No, I understand. I understand most of them have that condition. They have eye condition and they have all forms of diseases. All forms of diseases. It's quite serious. Yeah.
Wow. But good to have you back. You traveled with the president on Friday, and were you able to? Before you went with the president and so on, were you able to tour all the 10 regions?
No, we've not finished the tour. We have other places other regions to visit. We've not gone to Cape Coast yet. We've not gone to Wa, Bolga yet. But soon the Justice for All program will get there for inmates. To also get opportunity to be present and have their cases heard. Okay. So we are yet to complete all the 10 regions.
And now you are a prison ambassador. What is your main task?
Please say it well, Ambassador Extraordinaire.
Sorry, Ambassador Extraordinaire.
Yeah.
Okay, Ambassador Extraordinaire. What is your main task? And congratulations.
Thank you very much.
What are you supposed to do?
I'm supposed to tell more stories about the prison. Okay. I'm supposed to help raise funds to support the prison. I'm supposed to help do anything I can do with others to help give the prisons across the country a good facelift. Okay. You know, we have 43 prisons in this country and almost all of them are choked, deplorable conditions everywhere. And I'm supposed to help get support for the prison service. And we are committed to doing that with assistance from multimedia and the rest of the people.
More documentaries.
Yeah, to tell stories about the prisons and to advocate for the prisons.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that was my colleague Seth Kwame Boateng. He's the Ambassador Extraordinaire, as he wants me to call him. We'll be back with more. Please stay. Welcome to Reporters Blog.
Thank you so much.
So you were at Baby Jet de Basilica or Du Basilica, whichever way he wants to call it. Tell me about your first impression. Entertainment.
Biggest house I've ever seen the whole year. I'm not exaggerating, but I think it's the biggest thing I've ever seen. The light. I think it was because it's in the night and everything looked beautiful and all. I haven't seen it in the day, but it was great, amazing. I loved it.
What is it about it? Is it just because it was big, that's why you loved it, or
it was big, the rooms are spacious, it's just a dream house for me, basically. So
did you tour the rooms?
Yeah, I had a chance to.
Tell me about each room.
Down floor, and then the first floor, and then the second floor. I haven't been to the third floor because I was running around trying to get a couple of interviews. And yeah, it was nice. I saw his awards being displayed, the couch, beautiful lights. Oh my God, just amazing.
So how many bedrooms in all?
How many bedrooms? I can't count because I saw just one bedroom. And
that is a master bed. That is his bedroom,
yeah,
right? His
bedroom. But there are a couple of bedrooms that I cannot say here on Reporters Blog that I know the number, but no. I'm not sure about the bedrooms.
The kitchen,
but I know.
You know how women will love to be in the kitchen. Tell me about the kitchen.
The kitchen is modern. Everything a woman will want.
Should I say it's your dream kind of kitchen?
Kind of. That's why I don't want to go into it.
No, just tell me.
Yeah, it's like my kind of house that I wanted to live in.
Okay.
So, yes, I don't want to just go personal.
The interior decoration.
Everything was nice. Everything was just right on point. If that's what, I don't know.
2,000.
Oh, I met 2,000. Yeah, you're laughing already.
Yeah, 2,000.
Yeah, I met 2,000 and he was all over. Oh, thanking me for making him a star. You remember that interview? It was done on LT. Let's talk
everything fresh from
Deliver fresh from Nature
God.
You had to memorize that one too. I was touched by that.
I know it was a nice experience, right?
Yeah, it was. I was really touched, and I'm glad
Delivered
I did that
fresh
interview.
from Nature God.
2,000.
2,000. Thanks for your time on Reporters Blog.
Thank you so much.
And that was Rebecca Darko, my colleague on the entertainment decks. And we'll be right back with more. And welcome back. I've been joined by Latif Idris.
Yeah.
Welcome to Reporters Blog once again.
Thank you.
I'll say you are the man of the day.
Yeah, I can say that.
After being beaten, bruised, give me your words.
Yeah, we were battered and bruised.
Battered and bruised.
Yeah, but we're still, marching on.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
And this time around, you had to meet with some police personnel.
Yeah.
Driving you out of there.
The AMA press conference.
Yeah.
It wasn't a press conference actually. We had a tip that some of the leadership of displaced residents of Sodom and Gomorrah were meeting with the AMA boss. So quickly I rushed to the AMA head office. We went straight to the conference hall. We were thinking it was open to the media. We just opened there, entered, realized there were police officers, the AMA boss himself was there. So my cameraman Sami just put his bag down and then started picking his camera, about to shoot. Then we had the police officers walk to us. What are you doing here? We said, oh, we are here to cover this. We said, no, it's not open to the media. Walk out. We tried explaining. A guy gave us his number that when we get there, we should give him a call.
Yeah.
I called this guy for about 3 times. He didn't pick.
So he said to just go in there.
Yeah. So the police started asking, who is Swala? Who is Swala? Then nobody responded. So then finally they said, okay, you can't cover this. It's not open. Just get up. So we descended downstairs. Said, okay, let's stand by. Let's wait for these people. The resolution that will be done in there.
Were you the only media house?
Yeah, we're the only media house there.
Yeah.
So we waited for them for about 5 minutes. Then we saw the police came down to us. That you are still here. We asked you to leave.
Come on,
no,
you told them to leave the premises.
Exactly.
They left, so what?
No, we didn't leave the premises. We were still there. They asked us to leave the conference hall.
And so that was exactly...
We did that and then came downstairs. So we were waiting downstairs to see if maybe after the meeting we get a word from...
Yeah.
Then they came to her and said, no, you are not even welcomed here. Just leave AMA. So we had to go and park somewhere and waited for like 30, 45 minutes. I called the guy several times, he didn't pick. So finally he picked and said, okay, they are back at Sodom and Gomorrah. Sorry, Old Fadama, because now Sodom and Gomorrah is outlawed. Yeah, so Old Fadama. So we had to rush back to Old Fadama. We got there, we saw the mayor, he was moving around, touring the place with these leaders of the displaced residents.
I heard something, he says he's been sleeping there.
Yeah, that is...
With lots of his...
executives from the AMA. He mentioned a tall list of them. Is so many of them, but...
You know. But you don't like the place, so why would you tell us that is where you sleep?
No, I mean, he was talking about Old Fadama. You know, we have Old Fadama, according to the mayor, we have Old Fadama and we have Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay. Now, what they are doing is to do away with Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay. So Old Fadama will still be there. So he was making reference to Old Fadama, that his people have been sleeping there and it is his second home. So I asked him, the people were not happy. You know, it was interesting.
Latif, listen. If that is your second home, you have demolished everything.
Exactly.
So what do you mean by that is your second home?
That's the point I was going to make. You see, Oko going to Old Fadama, I was thinking, this man, how would the reception be? You've been demolishing houses and the people were not happy. And today you are visiting the place. So I was thinking the way the people were going to react. But it was interesting. When he got there, the people were clapping for him, they were hailing him, and they seemed to be happy. Yeah, they were happy with the demolition exercise, and I was surprised. Because these same people, 10 days or 11 days ago, were up in arms and were nailing him on the cross.
Aisha was there the night it rained. Aisha was there, and then some of the displaced residents were virtually sleeping on top of roofs.
I think that was on Thursday.
Happy,
was on Thursday.
Yes, and if they're happy with this demolition, no, there's something wrong somewhere.
Yeah, that's what you think.
No, because
you know,
you can't demolish my structure, though it's a good thing, and I'll be happy about it.
My property, you know, people lost a lot of stuff in this demolition exercise. And
at the same time, the same person that demolished my structure, I'll see the person and start rejoicing.
Exactly the points. I was surprised myself because when he was addressing them, you know, he got to a point, he mounted a platform, was staged, he mounted Lord Mayor, you know, and he was addressing, when he said, the demolition is not over. Next week, Sunday coming, they are going back there. Hey. And they were clapping. And I was like, wow. These same people were demonstrating, and today they are singing a different tune. So that was how it happened. Finally, he spoke to us. We had to push and push because he said he was waiting to make a declaration. And he wouldn't give us anything exclusive, so we should wait for him to meet all the media houses. And I said, no, we want it now.
Sure.
So finally, yeah, you know, we managed to get him say, you know, something to us, and it was great, you know.
And you followed up to the MPP headquarters.
Yeah, it was interesting. So it still has to do with this same demolition.
But don't you think it was a made-up story?
Yeah.
That they were asking, the residents claiming they were being asked which party you affiliated to.
Before you are given the relief items.
Yeah.
And, you know, the people, I'm going to use their own words, I'm not going to. Okay. They said they've been registered. NADMO officials came around to register them, they have their numbers. But then whenever the bus gets to the place, they are kind of leave them out and get different people on board. So they suspect that because they belong to the MPP, and they told me that they've seen some NADMO officials coming around asking which political party you belong to, and so they've drawn the conclusion that, okay, based on that, they are being selective as to who they get on board to travel up north. But finally, as you know, Nanado came around and arranged a bus for them.
So they all left last night?
Yeah, they left on Thursday midday. Thursday around 12 o'clock, thereabouts, yeah.
It was nice having you on Reporters Blog once again. I hope to have you next week, I guess.
All right.
And that was my colleague Latif Idris on Reporters Blog. We have more coming up. Please stay. And finally, my colleague Aisha Ibrahim was at Old Fadama one of the nights when it was raining, and she's joined me in studio to tell me exactly what she saw. I believe some of the reports you gave is not everything that we saw. So just tell us what actually we did not see.
I think that going to that place, especially during the rains, is very sad. But what I saw last night was not very pleasant. It was not pleasant at all. It was very, very pathetic. When we got there, it took us a very tough time to even locate where they were sleeping. And then at a point, we just realized that they were just taking shelter on top of a supposedly story building, on top of the building, which is uncompleted. And so they were sitting there just waiting for the rain, waiting forever for the rain to submerge so that they can continue with their sleep. Then I asked them why they want to give themselves all this tough time. Why don't you even sleep in front of those building shops, the ground floor? And they tell me that they are even scared of floods, and that is why they've decided to climb upwards. And it took me hell to get there. If you see the artificial stairs they've created for you, I mean, it's very dangerous. You could fall down, and I had to manage to get there. When I got there, you could see a lot of them holding their blankets, their bed sheets, you know, just patching by the wall. I spoke with quite a number of them, and you could tell that indeed they have nothing to do. They don't have any option.
I thought the buses were provided for them to go back to their hometown.
You see, one of them told me that many of them were born and bred there. They've lived all their lives there. Okay. They have all of their belongings there. So such people, it would be difficult to ask them to live there totally. Again, others said that they have their mothers, their old mothers and old fathers back north who they need to work hard to go and take care of. And so going back to the north with nothing and not looking up to anything, not hopeful of going to meet any job, you know, waiting for you to do, for them was not anything pleasant for them to do. So they decided that they are not going back north. They want to stay in Accra. Staying in Accra, they told me they don't have any support from NADMO. NADMO has been helping to distribute some relief items. They said they came to write their names, but they've not had any, they've not received any items yet.
I thought they had people leading them that have to go to NADMO.
Their leaders. I found out from them because I know the mayor went there. I think a day before I visited the area, and he was telling them that they'll console them, they will find a better place for them to sleep. I found out from them, and he was like, oh, he just came there, talk, and nothing really for them. But interestingly, I was actually looking forward to meeting the mayor there, because a day before that, he actually said that that is his second home, and he's been sleeping there for the past 10 days. So I was actually hopeful that I could meet the mayor and see him standing.
It was actually a question.
Standing there, holding his blankets and bed sheet, waiting for the rain to come down so that he can go to bed in his second home.
Latif was telling me about that earlier, and I asked him, if you say that is your home, you've demolished the place, and you still tell us you sleep there, where do you sleep?
Where do you sleep? Doesn't mean you sleep in the open where the people are saying that they're being bitten by mosquitoes. One gentleman told me that, and at a point I saw a lot of them lined up by a certain wall also sleeping. And then the water was even closer to where they were sleeping. I mean, the line between the rainwater,
the bench they lying on.
Some of them were lying on the bare floor, no bench. I mean, it was just a thin line, and some of them were virtually sleeping in the water.
Did you locate? Did you try apart from the mayor? Did you try locating his executives that he says?
I did not find
that place is virtually like a second home, and you sleep
whatsoever. There. What I'm saying is that Some of them are even they're fearing for their lives that they may die, because he gave me an instance where there was an electrical shock and one of the people died. And so they are aware that even where they're sleeping is dangerous, but they have no option. So we will sleep there. Anything happens, and then one of them said, "It's you're worried." Say you're worried. So I mean, I'm walking, and I know I'm already a dead corpse. So anything that happens to me, that is the kind of psychological trauma that people are now going through. I saw a gentleman, and he was chewing something, and I was wondering what he was chewing at that night. Then his colleagues told me, his friends told me that he's gone so hungry, he doesn't have food to eat, and now he lives on flies. I was shocked. The guy was not ready to talk to us because you could see he was traumatized. At a point, I thought he wasn't sound in there, but I got close to him and I realized that he was okay. There was nothing wrong with him. So you can go hungry for days and you don't know what to do. So he now feeds on flies. That is the situation they're in now. And so for me, I was wondering why. I mean, they have become part of us, whether we like it or not. It's not like it is about 10 people or 20 people or 30 people. This is over 1,000 residents, and they've been there for a very long time. When it's election time, they vote.
They vote, yeah,
so,
they vote.
I mean, demolishing the place is
and not providing an alternative place for them.
It has been on the table for a very long time that we must demolish that place to make way.
One thing I know is before you demolish any structure,
definitely,
you should provide an alternative place.
So we're not saying the AMA did not do wasn't right in demolishing, but the approach was wrong. The approach was wrong. Here you are now going to look for a place. We've located CSIR and all of those places, and you and I have seen the demonstrations going on, saying that they're not going to allow. So in case all these areas you've located does not work, how long? 2 weeks now, they're still sleeping in the open. Mosquito bites. One of them showed me his legs, how mosquitoes have bitten his legs all over, and it was nasty. It was very, very nasty. They don't even have money to go to the hospital. So how many more days do they have to spend in the open before government provides a place for them to sleep? It's so sad and it's sad.
It's sad.
I was very sad when I went there.
Yeah, I can see that. Thank you so much for your time on Reporters Blog.
Right. Thank you too.
And that was my colleague Aisha Ibrahim. Up next is the Soundbites of the Week.
We couldn't see that. They told us we have to go on the race course. You see a whole lot of bush over there. Today you see Amaran, definitely Amaran. We see the soldiers, how they captured thieves. It's very bad. It's very bad. People are so scared about it. He's the military man. Today I want to cry because I want to cry because how people want to see the soldiers. They couldn't really want to enter. Because the time that I was trying to get, I see military men around in the military zone. We're not in the military zone, but what we are telling the ministry is that we know how the economic hardship is. We want to describe the economic to the regional minister and all the delegates and the executive members. The economic is really practicality, necessity that will have the impact definitely to touch the daily life of everyone. So we have to call the Kumasi and the traders that we have to sit down again. Otherwise, what will happen? We are ready to face whatever.
And that's it for Reporters Blog. My name is Patricia Gasu.